We are going to look at creating a notary website today. So there are so many different platforms that you can create a website on. Google Sites, GoDaddy, Wix, Canva, Notion. Um, a lot of them have, I believe they all have free options, but the main thing is going to be the features that you are going to get if you pay, right? So the free options are going to be limited. You're not going to have a custom domain. A lot of the time, you're not going to have the payment processing or booking. One of my mentees has his site he has his site hosted on GoDaddy, and that platform does not allow you to edit the SEO if you have a free website. Right? So there's so many different things that you're going to look at. What do you need out of a website? Are you just putting it on there so people can see that you have one, or are you trying to have additional features so that you can create invoices, you can allow people to book you from there? So we're going to kind of look at that today. Whoever follows me, likes this, needs a website, I'm willing to give away whatever I create today. If you're following me on all of the platforms, Seamless Signature Solutions is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok here where I'm hosting this live, as well as YouTube. I'm going to post this up on all of the socials. And if you have any questions, you need help creating a website, you need help understanding what is SEO, I'm willing and able to answer those questions. I'm not an expert on all of the topics, but I also offer mentorship. So if you need any of those things, I'm more than happy to assist. I am going to start on Wix. I do know a lot of them have AI options so that you can quickly create a site. Actually, I might start on GoDaddy. I don't know. We'll kind of see. There's a lot of different things that you have to think about. What is your domain? What is your notary business called? Is your domain available? Is your business name available? You need to make sure those things are understood and decided before you start this process. If you want me to go over any of the other platforms that you could use, definitely let me know and I'll create a video or go live about that. This is kind of impromptu, but let's see. I do already have a Wix site, so I am going to, let's see. I do have a Wix site already. So I'm going to create a new site here. These are not online, but you have different options. If you have a template already created, you can do that. Now, mind you, this is after you have already created an account on Wix. So I did obviously not include that step. It's pretty simple. You just register like you would on any other site. What I have used and what I do like to use is either the templates, which are an option. You can see if any of these are the aesthetic that you're looking for. You can also browse by the type or industry that is related, style that you're looking for. Are you looking for stores? Are you looking for booking? So it's not just notary focused, even though that is the niche that I'm in. You can just have one page. Like say you just want to state your information, you have a coming soon, maybe you just have an event, just a landing page, not really any additional features, that's an option as well. A lot of people like to have the home page as well as a booking page and or a contact page. It lists all contact information, somewhere to give reviews. It really just depends on what you're looking for. Hey Tracy, let me know if you have any questions, guys. I'm just going over how to create a website. I'm specifically going to be notary focused, but if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to assist. Law firm, I'm actually going to pick this one because notary is law adjacent. It is considered a legal service, so I can edit this. And like I said, there are additional options. I could click on a blank version. I feel like this is a little less user-friendly because it doesn't have all of the stuff already in here. So you would have to create 8 pages and all of those kinds of things. So it's a lot more steps versus creating or accepting or using a template. The other options are using sitemaps or wireframes, a little less user-friendly, more on the advanced side. You can use the Wix editor as well. This is what I use to create my website. Because like I mentioned in the beginning, a lot of the website creators have AI integrated to them to where you can have it create the site for you or kind of with you using the information that you provided. So whenever you're using AI, the more information, the more specific you are, the better results you're going to get from them. So like it's saying, tell us about your business. So you can create a personalized dashboard. So I'm going to start the top. I'm actually going to use this way versus the wireframe. I'm going to maybe go back and forth so you can kind of see what they both look like. So like I mentioned, this is going to be a notary website. So what is my site about? So I am a commissioned notary I guess I didn't spell that right. Commissioned has two N's. My bad. Commissioned Notary Public. I offer mobile, remote, for mobile and remote notary services. Now, this site may not necessarily be new notary friendly, but you can include all of the services that you offer. A lot of newer notaries maybe only offer mobile notary services, but I'm going to include some additional ones that may be common that other notaries offer. I also facilitate. I did not spell that right either. I'm trying to sound that out in my head. Now it's not working. Facilitate apostille transactions. I do not do this, but I know it's a common notary thing. I also facilitate notary transactions. What else is something that notaries do? Field inspections. And in Florida, you can officiate weddings if you are a notary public. So, and I officiate weddings. Okay. Oh, loan signing service. That is one of my bread and butter. I do that a lot. That's one of my main things. I am also a certified loan signing agent. Okay, and what else do I want to include? I can start there. You could also include hours that you're open, all kinds of things. These are also things that you can add after the fact as well. It's going to prompt you what it needs from you as well here. So even if you happen to maybe not include anything. So what is the name of your business site / project? I have my own business name, but this is also where you could use ChatGPT. I use this throughout the entire website planning process. I use it for a lot of my business related activities, honestly, because it just helps with everything word related. So I can say, give me some business name ideas for my. So I did kind of say you would want to have this already figured out, but don't spend too much time with this. So see this, you've used this before. That is already my business name. Precision. Oh, these are actually other notes to be careful with this because it may give you other names of other notaries that are already businesses that are already taken. I do know some of these notaries already. Precision Notary Services. So Loan Pro. Yeah, I definitely know some notaries with these names are linked. So this is where you need to be specific. So give me some unique goes with a Q, unique and well, you don't want to be uncommon because having the name notary in it is also going to help with your SEO or whatever niche that you happen to be in. So say if I was making this for maybe a law firm or a construction company, if I had construction or something related to my niche in the business name, it is going to help with my SEO because once people search that in Google, they search that keyword notary, they search that keyword construction, and it's already my name. That's going to help boost me up in the search results. So give me some. So I could say with that mindset, make sure to include the. Now, when I created my business name, I didn't know that. So that's why Seamless Signature Solutions. I mean, signature, you kind of know it's something signing related. If you're kind of a notary already, you might know it's notary related. But I definitely would have used the word notary in it, knowing what I know now. But that was also almost 2 years ago. So you live and you learn. Make decisions. Okay, let's see. Just building out a website. I'm just making up a name for a made up notary business. Make sure to include the word notary in the names. Hey, Alina. So I'm going to restart this. Hey, empty box. So I'm going to Seamless Notary Solutions, Precision Notary Solutions, Elite Notary Express. I like the 2 E's in there. TrueMark, Signature Seal. I'm honestly just going to go with the Precision Notary Services. I don't know if this name is already taken, but I'm not going to actually post this. So this is something that whoever it is could change. Whoever wants to use the site, whoever I give it away to, I can transfer this and they can put their business information in there. So Seamless Notary Solutions. Who is my target audience? This is extremely important, right? For any business that you may be creating, starting, working with currently, knowing your target audience is going to be essential for knowing how and who to market to, right? So my target audience, I would need to know this. If you're not sure, again, this is something that would be great to ask ChatGPT. For me particularly, since I mentioned these services, I would have to think about or know who would need these services, right? So as a mobile notary, that might be my target audience are individuals, are that need general notary services. So sometimes you might get random individuals that maybe they need a proof of residency. They might need passport authorization forms for minors signed. They might need a lease signed. They might, whatever the case, those are individuals that might need notary services. Apostille transactions are for people that are traveling abroad and they need, their birth certificate or something apostilled. Again, that would be individuals. You could also offer notary services. Your bread and butter is going to be title companies if you are a loan signing agent, if you're officiating weddings, couples that are getting married, and if you are offering, let's see, what other services? Weddings, loan signing, other people, title companies, who else might? And others that are involved in real estate transactions, leasing offices, towing companies. Let's see, towing companies. Someone gets their car towed and they need someone else to pick up the car for them other than the owner of the vehicle. They are people that need, hey Hassan, that need notary services completed for them. They need that letter notarized. Towing companies, boat yards. I'm just going to say, and anyone else that need documents notarized. So, okay. Because that list can get very lengthy and extensive, and I'm just hoping the AI will kind of understand and figure that out. Okay, see, it says a wide range of customers. So do you have an additional goals for the website, such as generating leads or providing educational services? So it's really important. So, like I said, this is more geared for a newer notary. Apostilles is a little bit more specialized. And so I won't say, maybe not newer, but definitely want the website to generate leads, right? You can find leads for people that when I'm not there or awake, it's generating leads, getting people's information. What else? Let's see. My goals for the site include generating leads. Hey Lulu, generating leads. Accepting bookings, payments. What else do I need? Now, adding additional services is unlikely. You could, maybe in the future, add a blog where you're educating other notaries. But I'm just mainly creating this for someone that is focused on just maybe notary as a side hustle, or maybe you just want to do notary work, you're not educating others, because that is going to be additional stuff. You can add courses, you can add affiliates, you can add referrals, you can do so many things on Wix, but that is not what I'm going to go over today, at least. That could be a more advanced step or video in this series, but that's not what I'm doing. So my goals are the same: generating leads, accepting bookings, payments. Yeah, I'm going to just end it there. What else? What is the history of my business? Let's see. I'm just going to give some generic information here. Let's ask ChatGPT can actually kind of figure this out, because I have given it a lot of information about my notary business. So see, ChatGPT did all of that a lot faster than me. So just like I said, individuals and businesses, we want to help people have seamless notary transactions, loan signings, estate planning, generalizations, all that kind of stuff. Continuing to grow. I'm not going to put this part in here because, like I said, this is more for a beginner company. We're not offering mentorship and stuff for this particular website, since it is mainly for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to go back to the computer and put that in here. So mind you, I've been using ChatGPT for 2 years now, so it has gotten a lot of information regarding my business in there. So I could have asked it the other questions as well. That might have been a little bit faster, but okay. So it says it's all set. Now I was yapping a lot, but that only took a few minutes. So let's see what it was able to come up with. Hey Usman, we're just going over website creation using Wix. So one of the great things, so creating a website can be difficult for anybody. I do love how Wix makes it seamless for you. You just have to follow all of the steps for it. You can add services right here. Boom, that's what I need to do. So you'll see it on the side here as well. So I can add the first one, but in the future, if I add additional services, I learn more things, I get additional training. This is where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the catalog. I'm going to go to booking services. And the great thing with the AI in there, it gave relevant services to what I already offer, right? Or what would be relevant to my business, excuse me. So free consultation, definitely, right? I'm going to offer that. I'm going to pay out or ask, just going over creating a website. So I'm definitely going to do this. Definitely want people, if they have questions about my services, what is it going to cost? This is a good one to have in here. You can edit so many things on here, right? So the name of it, you can be maybe a little bit more creative than just initial consultation, but also being clear as to what the service is. You can edit the image here. So there's a stock one already in place, but you can crop it, you can extend it, all of these other things. You can add filters, just like I feel like any other photo editor. I'm not going to do that. You can remove the image, and I'm also going to show you, you can upload media from your computer, and Wix also has stock images as well. And if you just type in the keyword notary, there's usually more. You can look at Shutterstock and Upsplash, but I believe these, you'll see that they're paid for, so I usually don't mess with these. What I will often do, because it's a notary, or I can do similar, is signing. Yeah, these are more relevant as well. This particular one was on consultation. So trying different keywords will kind of help you maybe narrow down a relevant photo. Honestly, the one that was in here, I liked that one. That was fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel, so it won't save those changes. And I'm going to go back to add a new service. And I'm going to edit this initial consultation. And there's that photo back in there again. So I can add a tagline. It's going to appear below the service name. You've got 100 characters. You can also add a description. I definitely recommend doing that. You can also have AI generate a description for you. And it'll give you a couple of options. So notary services, you can refine it. And then there's 3 different options here that you can use. Hey, Carol, we're looking at creating a website here. It doesn't even have the whole website name here. Notary solutions. So let's just use this one. And I'm going to make sure that this is in here. And you can add up, I think it's 2,000 characters or something like that. A consultation, I wouldn't do that more than 15, maybe 30 minutes max. That's going to be a length. And then your buffer time is going to, so say if you have a bunch of appointments back to back, you want to make sure you're going to give yourself a break. So say if the appointment lasts longer, or, you want to give yourself a break to go to the bathroom, whatever the case may be. Once you're, booked and busy, you have that space already built in there. So the person can't book within 15 minutes of a previous booking. Now, there's different ways you can create payment for them or charge. This particular one is going to be free, but maybe usually for services, you're going to charge per session. maybe for a kind of mentorship or something, you may create a plan and they're charging per month, or you're having classes, they're charging per course, whatever the case may be. You can also add in your business address. So I need to save that first. And if you had a team, you can add in different staff members as well, so that they could also be booked for this particular service. And you would only add that if it is a service that they offer. If you're just a single notary, maybe you wouldn't add that. And you can also add additional images. For this particular service, I don't see whether that would be relevant, but maybe if you had a cooking class, you might want to add some photos of previous meals that you prepared. It depends. You can also create specialized booking forms. So you can add in a booking policy. Maybe they can only, if they cancel within 24 hours, they lose their deposit, or it will be saved until they reschedule. If you have those policies, if not, are you giving them ability to book online or not? Definitely, because that, me personally, I think that is important. So then you're not having them, it can book while you're sleeping, right? You can have it automatically accept or manually approve it. So then you'll get a notification. Wix also has an app that you can download for owners of the apps, and you can manually approve or decline them if maybe you were already booked at that time. This is where you can edit the form. Actually, I'm going to save this. And so you have to have a paid version in order to be able to allow them to book you, but you can at least see how to create it. So I'm going to go back in here, and you can, if you click on edit form, you can create a customized form for whenever they book. It says there are 2 services. You can change how they are applied and connected to the services. So what information do you need from your signer? This is basically your intake form here. So as a notary, I'm asking their name, their email, phone number. So in this particular one, I'm going to edit the settings, and I'm going to make sure it is a required field. Seeing that asterisk there, I know it's now required. They cannot submit this form without that. If I wanted to add some placeholder text in here, so enter your phone number, or maybe I might just put, oops, and they saw that, but phone number. And you can do that for all of them. I don't necessarily need their address. So for this, so you can add specific forms. They already have some pre-populated ones. For me, I'm going to be asking how many signers are involved, how many witnesses, how many documents need notarized, when are you available, those kinds of things. Or well, they're booking, so they're booking during their available time. But if this were over the phone, I would also ask that. It really just depends on how you're having set up. If you're manually approving, then you can have them give their top 3 times, or maybe it's open availability. So this one, I'm actually going to remove. Ooh, you can have the autocomplete enabled here as well. So I'm going to, actually, it's not letting me delete that. So what I could do, I'm not really too worried about that, but I am going to add in some additional forms. If I don't need their birth date, I'm going to give them option to subscribe. I'm not going to make that required because that is up to them. This is great for lead generation because now, well, they're giving you their email anyway, but if they're subscribing to your newsletter, then you can keep in contact with them and let them know of additional discounts or services that you may be offering in the future that they may not be aware of when they originally subscribed. I'm going to do a number. There's a number one. Am I losing it? Touch, release, date, time, short answer, number. Here we go. So now what I can also do is move this around, right? So if I click on the boxes here, or not the boxes, the little dots on the side here, I can drag and drop that. Now I'm going to give it a field title, and I'm going to ask how many documents will be notarized, because that is going to dictate my quote for them. How many documents will be notarized? I'm going to add in another number. I'm going to bring it up here. And then that's definitely required. I'm going to also ask, so over here, remember, how many signers are, how many signers will be, I'm just going to say how many signers required. Hey, Sage. Just going over creating a website. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Creole Girl. How many signers? Hey, Jody. Do you already have a website up, girl? Yeah, excuse me. I didn't mean that like in a bad way. Let's see what else. How many signers? And then also witnesses. I definitely want to know, are any witnesses? Will any witnesses be required for this? And this is important. Will any witnesses be required? I'm going to ask that. Ooh, I need to change that one actually. I'm going to add in a text option to short answer. This is what this should have been. Will any witnesses be required? So it's going to be a yes or no. I should have done this as a checkbox. Actually, I can't get mine. Here we go. Can I add multiple checkboxes? Let's do a multiple choice, actually. See, sometimes you gotta kind of play around with it and decide what is gonna work. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna give them a yes or no option. And I'm gonna make it required. And then if yes, well, so I would want to know if they do need a witness for the session. Are they going to provide the witness, or do they need me to provide? If yes, how do I want to word that? If yes, you need, will you need us to provide one? Right, so we want to make sure. A lot of the time the signers do have someone, but if they're by themselves, maybe they don't have someone providing or able to assist. Let's see. How many documents are notarized? How many signers are involved? Will there be any witnesses? Yes, no. If yes, I'm not going to make this required. Or yeah, they can just say NA. I'm going to put placeholder text. Say NA if none required. Okay, so they can just say they don't need anybody. Hey, Vaya Claro. So this one, and then I could just say additional information, and I'm not going to make this one required because not everybody has anything that they're going to add in there. So a lot of that's pretty much it. If you had something more specialized, you could create a form for your apostille services. You could create one for loan signings. You can specialize these within Wix, and you can change them. So this is the default booking form, right? Maybe you could create one for remote notarizations and say, hey, hey Karen, we're just going over some website creation on Wix. So default form. So I can change the name here. I'm just going to call mobile notary booking form. Kind of a long name, but the more descriptive you get, and I believe depending on the tier that you have within Wix, it's going to dictate how many forms you can have on your site. I believe the first one is like 10, 25, I want to say. I don't have them. I don't know off the top of my head, but I've got that one. I'm going to save that one in there. And I could create another form. So say I wanted to create, like I said, those other forms that I was thinking about, I can do that. I'm actually not going to do that. I don't know why I hit that. So that is pretty much it for this service. And then I would just rinse and repeat for additional services. The service name is in here. I don't know what this is. Delete. So like I said, I could add some additional services. I'm actually going to add some other here. Some notary services. This is very generic. Does it see it? Just AI created some sessions for me. Online notarization. I can add this in here. Let's edit this and let's see what it's got in here. Get legal and no, we are not giving legal. Let's see. Get notary services online because we're not giving legal advice as notaries. That is not allowed. It's 30-minute session. Probably at minimum, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes. First stamp is $25, but in additional to that, you can add video conferencing in here. I'm going to make sure that all this other stuff is checked. So I'm going to save it. So what you can do, you can add your business address as well. Edit in your location for where your company is located. This is, you can say for their home, for that other one, the mobile notary services. I think that was actually the initial consultation. So you can customize all of this so they know where you're located and where they're going to be meeting you at. You can add in Zoom or custom link for where every booking is going to go. Zoom is the only one that integrates on here. I wish they did Google Meet so then you didn't have to pay for Zoom. You could use a free Zoom account, but those are only 40 minutes. I guess for initial consultation that would work, but any additional services that might be longer than that, you cannot. And for remote notarizations, you're going to have to do something custom anyway. Hey, Pam. We're just looking at website creation here, so I'm going to add this. So you could also have that generate a custom description there for you too. I'm not going to do that for sake of time since we already went over that for additional services. The previous service, excuse me. So then you can continue to go in here and create the steps. So for notaries, generally you're going to be 24 hours. That is just going to make you competitive, and that's just the standard. You can click in here and set different times for different days. I'm actually not going to do that because, like I said, I'm going to do those 24 hours. But if you didn't want to actually get bookings during 24 hours, you would want to change this. But that's what I'm going to do for the notary services. I'm not going to set up payment methods, but this is where you can design the site, get a custom domain, and actually, I love this because it'll help you create your Google business page, and if done right, it will usually populate immediately. Payment methods is going to be for the person themselves, but now I'm going to design my site. I actually would do this from the beginning. Let's generate it with AI because why not? It's going to be a lot faster for me. Or like I said, you could use one of the templates that is already here, like this one, for example. This one does not have the services linked to it though, so I'm actually going to close this because we've already done a lot of work on this one here. So we're generating seamless notary solutions. Let's see how long this takes. It says 1 page. You can certainly do a full landing page that has all of your information. The home page, a photo of you. It includes a booking link in there, and then contact information as well. So about 40 minutes into the session, and it's creating something here. You can add a logo in here if you have one. Definitely recommend that for branding. I can show a quick, easy way to do that on Canva if you want, but I'm not going to do that for this particular. Actually, I think I have one from, let me see. I think I have one from a previous video I was making, if it will let me. Let me see. I have no idea. I don't remember where I saved it at though, so. These are other logos that I have for mine, but that is not my logo. Let me see if I can find it in my computer. If not, I'm just gonna move forward because it's not that serious. It's something you would want to create custom for your business anyway. But I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hey, Baba, we're just going over creating a website on Wix. What was the logo? I don't know if I saved it as logo or what I saved it as. I know I created like a mock Notary business logo. I don't know what it is, so I'm not too worried about it. So you can also upload your contact information in here and social media links as well if you have those pages for your business. I didn't make any changes. Site structure. So this is why it said only one page. So if you wanted additional information, get a quote, features, an about page, practices, news, updates, contacts, events, stable resources. So for this one, we can just make it short and simple. See how it already shows the services. It's got a testimonial section in here. And then you can just add a button in for, it's got that quote, for booking. Okay, and just make it short and sweet. I didn't change anything. Site description. This is the description we gave it earlier. I don't know why it said techie. Honestly, I don't think this is notary related at all. So that's kind of why I don't. Let's try to regenerate it. If I don't like this one, I'm going to give it some more description. Let's see what it comes up with. Feature more things. So this doesn't take long, not even a minute for it to refresh and rethink. And it hasn't even been 45 minutes and I've pretty much done the site. So you could have a website up in an hour. It's just, I know sometimes not knowing how to do it can be part of the issue. So let's see here. It should be just about done. Hey, Dodgers. Maybe on the redesign it takes a little longer. Let me find, I should have found some music. Let's see. Maybe I should have left it alone because it was. The less we have to change, the better, though. The more that it does for us, the easier it will be. Maybe we broke it. Let me be quiet because. Should I reload it? Let's reload it. I'm being impatient. Ironically. I should have been playing some calm music. I'm being it's a little loud. I like to play lo-fi on YouTube. Hey Ingrid, we're just going over creating a website on Wix. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. It is saying that my computer has got a high load right now, that it's a lot going on. So that's probably why it's moving a little slow. Okay, here we go. And it does the same photo. I just don't like this photo here. I said last time, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Okay, it says version 2. Okay, it's got services listed here. You can list testimonials or remove this section here. I would honestly put the booking, or it's got the booking right here. Yep, what am I talking about? And I'm just gonna change, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change this photo. That's what I'm gonna do. So you can get your custom domain or do that at a later time. So I am just going to, so this is where you're gonna be able to customize the website to what you need. So you see on the left here, it's gonna have adding specific elements like text and buttons and headers, forms, videos, music lists, all of the things. Then the next one is going to be able to add a section. So all of these are sections right here. So it's the welcome section. You can add another section here. You can put service section, testimonials. These are all different sections here. The footer. So the footer and the header are going to be on all of the pages. This is a one-page design here, but you can add specific sections. Maybe you're having a promotion going. You can add, remove, and you can, I believe you can hide these as well. I guess you can just delete them or duplicate them, but I know you can hide the pages. So if you wanted to add additional pages, so there is a booking page integrated into the site, even though you're not going to see it on the home page. Right? So when it's got a little menu here, right? So you can preview and see what this would look like live. So we'll go to the home page. Okay, so it's actually got two pages, home and booking. Yep. And you can see in that menu what it looks like there. And then when you're in the editor, you can edit all the stuff that's in here. You can see what it looks like. What is that? What happens when I click on this button? Right, so it's not live. You would have to click publish to make it go live. But then you can see, okay, since I put 24 hours in there, these are all of the available appointments that they can see. It'll show all of the sessions in here. All of those things. And then you can see the footer, that's what it looks like. They can subscribe on the bottom there. And then if I wanted to make some more changes, I can edit that in here. And then you can actually toggle in between the different staff members if there were other ones available. I'm gonna go back because I personally don't like the way that this looks. So you can, if you don't want to see what's behind there, you can do that if you do. So I want them, for me, user experience, I want to be able to tap outside and close it. I don't always want to have to hit the exit button. It already says Notary Seamless Solutions, or Seamless Notary Solutions up there, so I'm just going to delete this. And then you can edit this for your own. I'm going to exit it. Hey, amazing. We're just looking at creating a website on Wix. On the website, it would have the actual business or service name. You can see what all the booking pages look like. So if they added a service to book it, it would go inside of their cart. It shows you the calendar, the form. So you can see what it will look like for the actual person that's booking on your website. This is what the thank you page when they actually complete the transaction. There it is. I'm going to go back to the home page, like I said. So I'm going to delete this. I don't like any of this. I just randomly put Notary. So I'm going to manage the columns. I actually preferred it as just one. So I want to cut. And I'm going to add an image. So I'm going to change the background. And then, so I right clicked, or you just click on this section, you click change background, and then you can change an image. You can keep it as a color. Most of the time there's some kind of image here. You could add out some kind of welcome video if you wanted to. Let's see. Signing. I think I like some of the signing ones. And this is kind of large. I'm actually going to make it a little smaller so they don't have to scroll so much to see what else is on the page. You can also change. That's not what I was trying to do. I think I just closed the page, my bad. Hey Dolores. My trigger happy fingers and close the page that I'm working on. I was just trying to close the editor. Okay, so that's there what I was trying to show. Hey Desk to Daylight. You can edit the background. And you can edit the transparency. You can have it auto enhance because I feel like it's kind of bright, but what is the transparency? Yeah. I forget where it is in here, but you can do it within here, but I'm not going to spend too much time, James. So then you have the services here. Once you add additional services, you can also manage the settings on there. You can make it stretch the full width, or you can make it smaller, so then these two are centered here. You can also move the text and have it center within the page. I like that a little bit better. And testimonials, if you had some testimonials, you can put that in here. Honestly, I'm just going to delete this section. Hey Dandy. So this could be edited for your personal information, but then you just have this simple, short, sweet. Like I said, you could add additional pages in here, but hey account, thank you for the likes. So that, once you edit this stuff, the site will be ready and you can publish it. And you're done. You've got a website in less than an hour, and honestly it would take less than that because I was describing everything. Then you're going to go back into this and continue with the steps, right? So set up your payments, get a domain if you want one. If you did not want a custom domain, it would literally just, it would have Wix within the name. So you don't have to pay for that additional one, but I think Namecheap has really cheap domains. GoDaddy has domains. You can buy domains directly from, just like, so you can, I can kind of show what that looks like. You can search and see, is the domain that I want. It is available. I could purchase it, then I can do the Google business portion. Once you finish all of these steps, then you will go through and it'll give you more setup. And then you can look at the site analytics, who's coming to your page. You can edit the, so marketing was the SEO. I forget what the SEO is. So sites and mobile app has this website SEO. This is extremely important if you want your website to actually come up in search results. So I would have to create the site first, but it'll work. It'll walk you through all of that setup. And the quicker you finish that setup, the quicker your site will start to perform. And SEO is a marathon, not a race, right? So the more SEO that you add to the site, the more optimized it is, the better, right? So as you saw in mine, I have seamless Notary solutions. Having Notary in the headings, our Notary services. As I'm saying that, it just reminded me, right? Our Notary services. So the more times I have Notary, the higher up I'm going to come up in the search results for my particular niche. Vladimir, hey guys, just creating a site on Wix. You can add additional things in here as well. What else? SEO is important. Also creating some text on the page that includes Notary. So if you can include it maybe an about page that gave descriptions on your Notary services, or contact page that had a description about your Notary services. Hey, Cricket Notary. I'm just going over how to create a website on Wix. It will show all of those things for you. So the more you have in there, the better your site is going to perform. And like I said, Wix is going to walk you through all that. I'm not an expert on it, so if you needed more help, they do have places where you can hire someone. It has a bunch of tools in here for you as well, and they do have articles. So you can go to their Learning Hub and it will teach you all about their or just SEO in general, but how their platform uses or helps you increase your search results performance. So that is where I'm going to stop for this, particularly with Wix. But I'm going to also do a video on GoDaddy, Google Sites, Canva, and what's the other one? Notion. They have free options, but I don't think they have a lot of the functionality that you have on here. So you can customize your booking calendar. You can create invoices on here as well in the Get Paid section. You can create customized pay links, customize your schedule. We'll kind of look at that. You can look at all of your sales. You can offer gift cards. You can add in additional apps if you wanted to do some specialized email marketing, text message marketing. There's so many things. If you wanted a mobile app, it's on here. What's this talking about? Okay, that's right. I'm actually interacting. Customer, you can look at all of the leads and how people have performed or interacted with your website. You can integrate all of the marketing with Google ads, Facebook ads, social media ads. You can create a referral program so people refer them to your company. You can create automation. So once a session is booked, it sends them an invoice, or it sends them a thank you email, sends them a review link. All of these things are in here, so you don't have to go other places creating it, even though you certainly can. But I hope that was extremely informative. I hope it answered any questions you might have. I hope you're able to create a site on your own, and let me know if you have any questions. I hope you guys have a great day.